Good afternoon, I'm Ethan Lawson Marshall. This is Word on Wearside, bringing you the latest national and local news headlines. Our top stories. Road rage killer Matthew Daly's been found guilty of manslaughter, and two men appear in court over sexual exploitation case. Just coming in this hour, Matthew Daly, known as the Road Rage Killer, has been found guilty of manslaughter. The 35-year-old attacked Donald Locke after his car crashed into the back of Daly's car. Locke got out of the vehicle to confront the pensioner and knifed him 39 times. Sentencing of Daly has been adjourned until July 8th. Meanwhile, two men from Sunderland have appeared in court this morning, charged over a police investigation into sexual exploitation. Word on Wearside's Jack Skinner has more.
Today I visited South Tyneside Magistrates Court in South Shields, where I sat through the hearing of two men from Sunderland who have been charged with alleged sexual exploitation. The first man to appear before us was Darren Trott, aged 32, from Sunderland, Sheepfolds, who has been charged with 5 different accounts of sexual exploitation. These are alleged rape, alleged sexual feeling and alleged assault. The second man to appear before us was Glenn Barras, who's from Tetham in Sunderland, aged 28. He's been charged with 2 separate accounts of alleged sexual exploitation. These are alleged rape and alleged sexual feeling. That's all we have from the case so far, but we will keep you up to date. It's been tried at a later date. They've been remanded in custody, and this will be tried at a later date on the 14th of June in Newcastle Crown Court.
The owner of a security company which left a fake bomb at Manchester United's ground after a training exercise says he hopes he's not going to be hung out to dry. The discovery shortly before kick-off at Old Trafford yesterday ended up with their Premier League match against Bournemouth being abandoned. A fan who had travelled from Sierra Leone to watch the team for the first time was left devastated after hearing the news. Word on Wearside's Dominic James has the latest from the Stadium of Light.
Hello, I'm at Sunderland's football ground, the Stadium of Light. Of course, the main football ground here in Sunderland. And another major incident that happened at a football stadium this week was at the weekend at Old Trafford, Manchester United's home ground. Yesterday, a bomb disposal unit was dispatched to Old Trafford after a suspicious package was found there, and sniffer dogs and police were called to the stadium, and which led to the stadium being evacuated and the game being abandoned. There was a device found that was suspected of a bomb. After investigations, it was actually a training device that had been left there, and so that was the cause of the evacuation of Old Trafford yesterday. There is on continuing investigations to see why this was left and why it was there. But that's the latest on SR News for now. I've been Dominic James from the Stadium.
Nissan have admitted that Qashqai models allegedly fitted with emission defeat devices were built at its Sunderland plant. Nissan denies the vehicles were fitted with software that cheated emissions tests. The accusation comes from the South Korean government, who plan to fine the company £195,000. Tests in the European Union concluded that Nissan vehicles use no illegal devices. The company say the South Korean authorities' findings differ from those of the EU. Nissan is the second car manufacturer to have been accused of using emission-cheating software. Elsewhere today, showbiz friends of the actor Tim Healy have wished him a speedy recovery following reports the Benidorm star has been fighting for his life in a Spanish hospital. The 64-year-old, originally from Newcastle, was flown back to the UK after becoming unwell while filming on Spain's Costa Blanca last month. In other news today, the head of Ofsted says many more children are hidden from authorities in unregistered schools in England than previously thought. Sir Michael Wilshaw says 100 of the schools have been flagged up this year. He's worried children being taught at them may be at risk of harm. Last month, inspectors issued 7 warnings notices to suspected illegal schools. In your sport news now, Roy Hodgson's been named in his provisional squad for the Euro 2016. Word on Wearside's Danny Frattassi has more.
Marcus Rashford and Jack Wilshere were surprise inclusion in today's England squad. The Manchester United striker is yet to make an appearance for the national side, whilst Jack Wilshere has only just recovered from injury to make his first start of the season yesterday at Aston Villa. Jordan Henderson, who's born in Sunderland, also recovered in time for injury to make the 26-man provisional squad. The squad will later be cut down to 23 men in time for the Euros next month.
Elsewhere on the final day of the Premier League, already relegated Newcastle beat Tottenham 5-1 to dent Spurs' chances of claiming second prize. Despite the win, manager Rafa Benitez still won't say whether he'll stay at the club. Some fans held banners asking the Spaniard to remain in charge despite relegation to the Championship. Benitez says he'll be holding talks with the club about his future this week. Meanwhile, rival Sunderland finished 2 points above the Premier League's relegation zone after drawing their final game at Watford 2-2. Moving on to tennis now, and Andy Murray is back up to number 2 in the latest tennis world rankings. He replaces Roger Federer after winning the Italian Open for the first time even, with a straight set victory over Novak Djokovic. Murray says he's in good place going into the French Open tennis. That's all from us for now. There's more news. Head to our website. It's sr-news.com.